Team Bruno wrestling camp end of June, upstate west side of Pittsburgh. We're going to be doing a wrestling camp there. Jason Knoll, Bo Nickel, all these other college wrestlers. They're sponsoring our team for the Survivor Series, but they're also sponsoring this podcast. So, what's up, guys? Flow with the Go podcast number 4. We have the champ here. What's up?
Not much, fresh out of TKO first round. So
super sick, super cool.
Yeah, here at home at the Wind Creek, it was fun to perform here at the home crowd with the home crowd and some of the team, because we had like a lot of people from the team, so that was pretty sweet.
So how did we meet? How did because I remember the first day we met, but like what brought you to like 10th Planet, and I don't know, like what was your initial, like how was the vibe and where were you at before? Like, because I know you did jiu-jitsu before, but
yeah.
You were primarily a boxer and stuff, right?
Yeah, no, actually I started with I was partying a lot, so I always liked fighting, but that's how it all started. I was partying a lot.
Okay.
I was like from 18, 19, 20, 21, partying a lot, and it was so like useless lifestyle.
Yeah.
And I
Been
told
there.
myself, I really love fighting, and now I have the chance to fight because I'm making a little bit of money, I'm working for myself and doing all of this, and I'm just partying. And I came across one of the schools here in the Lehigh Valley, Zombie. And I started training there and stuff, but they were only jiu-jitsu. I was only doing like gi stuff. And again, it wasn't consistent. Like I kept coming in and out and stuff like that of Zombie. So I stopped training for like a year, and then because I wasn't consistent, so I didn't go there anymore. I went to Padilla because I heard it was like more competition based, and like most of my training partners started to go to Padillas. So I went to Padillas, trained with them for a little bit. Again, no consistency. For some reason, like there was outside stuff going on that didn't allow me to fully focus. And I left Padillas for a while. I didn't train, and there was no money. I was broke. And it was just trying to find like a life flow.
Right.
Trying to keep a job stable. And
for sure. Balance.
Yeah. And once I actually did find it, then it was time to not fuck around anymore. I said, okay, so what I want to actually do is MMA, not just jiu-jitsu. Zombie and Padilla are both just jiu-jitsu.
But you hadn't done any boxing until then?
I did a little bit of boxing actually,
because
I
that's
jumped
my question.
around.
Okay.
Boxing has always been something.
That's my question, because like if you just did jiu-jitsu and you just did like jiu-jitsu for a little bit, and then like, because one thing that you have like that you can see from afar is just like this like natural like let's fucking go, you know, like I like the strike. So but it's crazy because it's crazy when you see somebody step into their element, you know, and like fighting as a whole is your element, but it's cool that like you went this route of like, because then after Padilla you started boxing, because like how long have you been boxing that you're already like just
this is the
flexing,
thing. That's
like,
a good question. I'm glad.
Did you focus on it really hard for a little bit and you got good at it, or what? You just jumped in, you're like, hey, you know?
No, I'm glad you brought it up because I forgot all about that. Again, and like there's so much. My life is such a mess up. Fighting has gotten my life on track. So now I'm being an actual adult and responsible for fighting. So when boxing has always been since I was little in the family, me and my siblings and cousins, we would just, it's something big over there.
No, but not like
but didn't train it.
Yeah.
So like I can find you guys a video actually of me even starting jiu-jitsu, training anything. I was just in the streets just fighting people. Like I have a few videos. I'll send them to you so maybe you can post them. And just playing around. No beef. I don't like beef. So.
But just punching girls in the face.
No, guys, just playing around. And I just like wild stuff and shit like that. So I went to Zombie, and it was, if I'm not mistaken, 2017, 2018. This is the time frame. 2017, 2018, I went to Zombie. I trained for only like 10 months. Ended up leaving. I went to Indio's boxing gym. It was like at 5 Points, Bethlehem. So they were located there. I went there. I only trained there for like, I would say 5 months tops. And I ended up leaving again. I never just stayed consistent in the gym. I left out of that gym, and it was like 2019. So like in each gym, there's only like less than a year each. I go to Padillas. I trained there for like, again, 5 months or so. And I took like 2 competitions at Naga and stuff, and like I won one, lost the other one. No consistency in training. I didn't show up to the gym. I stopped going to the gym. at Padilla's, and then in 2020, I ended up saying I always heard about finishers. Since Planet, I heard about Grace, John Thor, Renee. Like, if you wanted to go to a school where competitors are like on the daily doing their thing, you always hear Sense Planet, and it's Nogi, which is more for MMA.
For sure, absolutely.
And that's where I wanted to transition to, because when I went to somebody, they told me the same thing: just get to a purple belt, then jump to MMA. I'm a very impatient person.
Purple belt, that's far.
Yeah, but I started training a lot.
Purple belt takes a long time.
Yeah, and
From
I went to
white
Padilla,
belt.
and Padilla told me the same thing. No, just get to a purple belt.
Yeah.
And I understood it, but it's like, man, like I just want to like do MMA, and I want to jump in
bang,
there.
bro.
Yeah, I want to bang. Let me bang, bro. Yes. So I just ended up going to finishers. And there was Makovsky, and it was like perfect. I didn't know Makovsky even existed at finishers.
The best.
I just knew that I wanted to do more focused like competition, and like I wanted to train also. Like I heard of Grace, so I wanted to train in the gym. Grace trained and everything. And then Makovsky was just the MMA teacher, and I was like, this is perfect.
But I feel like the first day that you came in, we trained together.
Yeah,
Maybe
I knew
one of the
you
first
before
day.
I know you.
But I'm saying I remember the first day that we came in and we trained, because I was like, man, this girl's like different. Like you were already good at that at that point. Like that, I saw you just do jiu-jitsu too.
Yeah.
Like I was like, this girl like almost passing my guard, and like I'm like having trouble passing her guard, and it was just like, not like that you had this like innate energy of like already being good at jiu-jitsu. Like you were just like, you just have this like ability to focus and ability to just like feel comfortable and move and just like, I don't know, from that point, like I just like was like, yo, what's up? Like, you know, and we just kind of like, obviously we've kind of like, not like drifted apart, but we focused on our own things, you know, and like you obviously see how much I'm focusing on the things that I'm doing and stuff like that.
I love seeing it.
But it's so cool to see like you know, like last week she texted me and she was like, dude, I'm thinking a little bit for this fight. I'm like, what's going on? What's going on? Like, dude, we're here. We live this, you know, we live this. This is what we do.
It's hard
though.
Of
course it's hard. Cool. Of course it's hard.
I don't know how you keep it so cool, and people think I keep it cool too, and I'm like, I'm not afraid to say it. Like, I'm in fear. This is what I love to do. So it's like, I know that I gotta go and do this, but like I want to be good at it. And like, there's always like, I think when I train and people think I'm like a bully or something, or I'm going too hard, it's like, it's not that. There's just constant fear. It's like, if I don't give it my all in every session, then I might train like that. And I've seen it happen. I've definitely seen that happen. So I try to always just, everything I do, give it my all right there. So like, if I'm getting beat in a row, you got that. Because I actually try, unless I have like a really off day, but it's very weird. Because the moment I feel off and I feel like people are getting too much things on me, I'm like, okay, this might actually happen in a fight. And like, my mentality changes.
But that's good. That's good to have those. I mean, like, if you're, and obviously, right, like our gym in terms of MMA is still a baby, right? Like it's still baby growing. But I think our gym, 10 Planet Bethlehem, Finishers MMA, I think we have very good people to develop each skill set you need to work on. For example, you can develop jiu-jitsu with Coach Zach Maslany. You can develop your jiu-jitsu with Thor. You can develop your jiu-jitsu with me. You can develop your jiu-jitsu with Grace, all the other instructors. You can develop your wrestling and MMA with Zach Makovsky. You can develop your boxing, footwork with Ricky. And then, you know, part of our family training here with Craig, like you've seen what it's done differently, you know? Like, so I think like a big thing that like a lot of people get mixed up like that at first, like yeah, you want to be doing good, but at the same time you need to be doing bad to be having those days where you're working on the things you're not, like I literally don't know anything about striking, like maybe I know 7 things about striking, like, you know, but like, for example, like, what are your 2 best things? Take them out, work on other things. You know what I'm saying? Like literally, like next time you go with somebody that you know, like, because, and I learned that from a very early age because I was taking jiu-jitsu very seriously, and like everyone that was around me was already an adult and I was already beating them, but I was already like, how can I get better? And I was like, remove myself from being like the things that make me good, you know? And it's made me really good because like a lot of people think they have to like move somewhere else and train somewhere else, and like, I mean, nowadays, like I go train with JT Torres, like 2-time ADCC champ, like twice a week. So that's one thing I do to like really step out of my comfort zone on the regular. But I really think that like there's different ways of looking at training. So like I don't think you always, especially like right now, like for example, like you just finished your camp, had a super successful fight. what are things you could be working on in sparring sessions, in striking, like that you are not good at all, you know, and you're gonna have those bad days going through it, you know. But I really, so like, it's not to take away from the perspective of what you just said, because I really like what you just said about like giving it your all. Like that's really huge. But I think you should be happy when you have those bad days. Yeah. Obviously pissed, like you need to be competitive, but happy because you're like, all right, like what can I go, like I love it when you don't know how to do something or you get beat up and then you leave and you go study something and you're like, and you come back, you're like, oh, I got the answer, there's an answer, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Or just having good coaches and stuff like that. So yeah, like, and especially like, you know, like in these next years coming up, you're gonna have to truly sharpen a lot of these skills, like, you know, like, your striking is good, cool. Can we take all these girls down? Can we hold them down? Can we submit them? Can we get out from under them? Can we, you know, like each of those tools need to be ready before you know, get your UFC belt. So like those are all little things to like work on.
That's the huge one too. That it will be the grappling part, like spending more time in grappling, because I've noticed that usually I struggle with my striking when somebody has good wrestling takedowns
but you've said that you feel fearful, like you feel like in danger sometimes, right? Like when somebody's about to take you down. So like at least with me, what we've talked about is not only getting good things from certain positions of control people, but we've talked about like starting to just get sharp in those areas of like people are taking you down. Dope, like let's submit them. So, you know, and that's, for me, that means everything, because that means I never have to step in the cage and get punched in the face. Like, I'm just,
I like that a lot.
You know, and it's cool to like work, like, you know, like maybe not like 6 weeks, but maybe out of like the past couple of weeks leading up to your fight, we trained a couple days, and like I asked Zach, I was like, all right, what are some things you're trying to work on? I was trying to give you the stuff that I had, you know.
It gives me more confidence to strike. If I get better in the ground, I can strike, because even if you take me down.
Yeah, but that's what I'm trying to say. Like imagine like we trained once a week together, and like I'm beating you up and giving you these submissions that I like really am good at, and making you really confident. Like nobody, like anybody's gonna take you to the ground. Like, dude, I train with Renee, I train with Greg. Like, you know, like I have those things like right on your hip, you know. So I think especially 10th Planet as a whole, like that was one thing that I really like loved about like Eddie, like I've been doing some gi recently, but I don't know, gi's just tough, especially like when you're doing it for MMA, because it's just like you're getting used to things that you're not gonna have there in the fight, you know. So like one thing for us to work on in the future, I would love to work with you on like leg locks and rubber guard, just because like rubber guard is just like huge in the way of like in one of the not worst positions, but like where do people get ground and pounded so much? Not from mount, but from guard, right? From your guard, and like learning how to just boom, your foot's up, controlling their posture, you know. So like I would love to work with you on that soon, because for me, like that's something that like I've never done combat jiu-jitsu or MMA, but when I'm going against MMA guys, like they try to hold me there, and I'm always breaking them down and attacking them from there, you know.
Okay, yeah, that would be good. Also, what I struggle a lot with is like the leg locks. Like as soon as like I go into them, they do a lot of K guard. I guess K guard works really good in the like when you're in half
in
guard.
MMA or just in general.
Sometimes that happens.
Yeah, but that's the thing. That's the thing. Like, dude, like that's what I'm telling you. Like, you give me 3 months, we can get your rubber guard up to like kill shot in the cage.
We got till August, so we can.
But you give me 6 months. I could give you all the leg locks you need to tap all these girls and to defend yourself, you know?
Yeah.
But
I like it.
because leg locks are like so effective, but you're just a little behind on the curve, you know? But the other thing to think about too is like none of these girls are gonna be doing leg locks like how we're doing leg locks. Like, you know, like we train with like Thor is one of the best leg lockers. Not just around, but I think like really like ever. He really like developed a lot of crazy stuff and was really able to prove that at the high level. Going from like same thing I did, like super local world. Like there was no in between. So like it's a lot of pressure on both of us, you know, because we went from like I spent a little bit longer time around the regional scene doing well, but then like we both just made it to like the world stage. So like
that is pretty cool.
But
and it's a whole different mentality up there. To perform up there the way you perform around here, like I feel like it's a boost.
Yeah, for sure.
So
for sure. But the leg lock stuff is always like we're always learning something and always trying to stay ahead, but we definitely have like what we need to get you to the next level, you know. What would be some stuff like you were just talking about? Like, let's take a step back and talk about some of the mental stuff that you were talking about, like fear and stuff. Because one thing I think was really cool about you saying like the fear stuff is that like the fear is like, that's so smart of you though, to be fearful. Like, so like if you step in the ring and you're like, I'm not even scared, it's like, are you stupid? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like maybe you're Gordon Ryan and you're just so confident, but like, dude, there's.
I don't get that.
Yeah,
I don't know how he does it like that.
I don't know how he does it either, but it's like there's always a chance. There's always a chance of getting. And MMA is obviously very different than jiu-jitsu, but I think that fear is very good because I think it can keep you like centered. You know, I think like too confident is not good. You know, I think you need if you're fearful, you're respecting that other person and their skills. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, like. What are some mental, you know, struggles you've dealt with like fighting and stuff like that, and maybe not just competing, but just like whatever?
No, the mental part of this is, I think, one of the hardest things. Because the sports, everything's gonna be kind of hard. You gotta work for everything in here because somebody wants it just as much as you. But it's mentally, like if you're weak mentally, and that's something I deal with a lot, and I don't speak about it too much or anything like that because it feels like you kind of don't want to give it like that attention, but at the same time it's like I need to, because I need to get it. Like when I came to you and I texted you, I see how like mentally strong you are, and I do need that energy from some people because I don't have it. Like I just don't understand sometimes how to deal with a lot of the nerves. Like I see that as every fight goes on, like the pressure just gets a little harder. Like sometimes I have like I have had many bad spars where I'm just like, damn, like, am I really meant to be in this? I had my moment in backstage after this fight where I was like, do I really want to be fighting and feeling this feeling all the time? Like right before walking out to the stage, I walked out and look at what happened. So it's like sometimes I try to talk to my mind and like become one with it and give it its facts. Like every time that I'm fearful, it's like understanding, okay, like I just really love this. I wouldn't want to lose, but if it happens, then I don't know, like I don't even like going there. Like it makes me feel weak, but at the same time I give it the facts. Like I train with really high level people. I've busted my ass this past 3 months, like doing the runs, doing everything I can, like no leaving anything behind. So every time I go and I do my sparring days, I make sure that I do work on a lot of things, and that's how I come back. But at times like things get really loud, and like I came and talked to you, like I didn't feel good that like the days before the fight, and it's just a lot of, I think, self-doubt. Sometimes this is a very unbelievable thing that's happening to me because I never thought I could do this.
I don't, but I'm saying like, I thought you were gonna say it's an unbelievable thing that you're having these thoughts, but like, dude, this is so like what I sat with you that day and talked to you about, like, this is natural. Like this is natural to feel like that way, and it's natural to like get all these crazy things, but it's kind of just like, we talked about breath work, we talked about meditation, we talked about all these things. Like when it means so much to you and you're focusing like this on just not losing.
I do. That's right. That's
kills
all I
you.
want.
It kills you. It puts you in that fight or flight, you know? And you just like, I mean, it's easy to say, but you just need to like take a big deep breath, take a step back and be like, no, like I love, like think, like for me, I think about my why. Like I think about like the people I'm fighting for. I think about like all that stuff, like the goals I have and places I want to go and things I want to achieve. Like for me, then all of a sudden it doesn't turn, because I was showing you this quote. It's like, give all you can, hold nothing back, and watch the walls of self crumble. Like I always think about that, because then I'm like, I'm not doing this for me. I'm doing this for like, as much as it literally is all about me, my day to day is all about me being a professional athlete, all that stuff. Like, but like it's about you just, I don't know, like, you know, like stepping in the ring and, you know, wanting to do it for your family, wanting to do it for your team, and, you know, like you went to these other schools, didn't find that community, and now you fit into our community here, and like, I don't know, that's the one thing for me. Like when I step out on the mat, sometimes I'm like, not that I can't lose, but it's like we have people like Sam, we have people like Craig, like just empowering us with good energy, you know, and I really feel like it's just like it's not just me versus this person. It's like all of us, you know.
Yeah. Okay.
And I don't know, like all those thoughts of like overwhelming, like I think I just address them, and I'm just like, this is they are real. They are real thoughts, but it's just not true.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like everything your brain thinks, it's not true. It's just like all these thoughts are just they're pretty much just trying to save your life. They're just trying to say, like, dude, you don't need to be getting in this cage right now, which is completely true. But for you and for me, our mission is different. You know, what we want to prove and what we want to do on the way there is different, you know? Yeah. So I think it's about just like appreciating, you know, the process, and like, I don't know, like when I saw you after your fight, you're just chilling at the bar, drinking, smiling, like I was just so happy because I was like, so really, as low as you were so high after, you know, and I'm sure you're still riding that high right now, you know, and you're gonna be riding it for a couple weeks, and I will let you ride it for another week, but now we're back to the grind, you know what I'm saying? Like now we're back to, I'll give you, this was 1 week after, you're done partying and back to the grind.
Yeah,
you know?
I haven't even party. I don't like, I chill with the people that I like.
No, just enjoy the time.
A little bit of time off, but my mind goes right back to that place where it's like the next girl, like, okay, so I'm not gonna fight in June. There's another card going on in June 10th at the Wing Creek, but I'm not gonna be, I told him I don't want to fight in it because again, it's having this balance in life. There's a lot of things going on. I'm not gonna be in this car. I'm gonna fix a few things. Now I'm stepping into a more athlete, professional mentality. So now I'm here at Made Strength. I want to do the 3 days. I want to see the body change. I want to behave and conduct myself as an athlete now. So I'm changing all of that.
Do you think you'll make your pro debut then?
No. Ricky wants one more. One more. I wanted a pro debut after this one, but Ricky just wants to do one more.
Yeah, more experience.
So and we did talk about this. We wanted a 2-year amateur career, like just 2 years, and we started a year and a half ago. In July, it will mark 2 years. So I'm not fighting in June. I'm gonna fight in August. So that will be like at the 2-year mark. Perfect. Then we'll go pro. So that's what we're doing now. Yeah. And I don't know. Yeah. It's the mentality of it, jumping into it, that we're focused on more. Besides that, I wouldn't know what else to like, what else to say, because like it's just the little fears that keep me away. But I don't know. I just don't have. It would be just training, consistent training, like you said, with you doing the grappling. With I still have the strike and be more here at Made Strength. And
you have all this time to develop skills like striking, strength, speed, grappling. So what are some things that you're gonna, not just from me, but other things you've learned in life so far? What are some things that you're gonna do? Because then you can go back and you can watch this and you can listen, oh snap, like I don't have to just train my physical, I have to train my mental. What are some things going forward you're going to do to train mentally, do you think?
Just, like I said, it's been a lot of inconsistency. Another thing I'm realizing by looking at all of you guys that compete at the highest level is how consistent you guys are, and how you don't just take a lot of breaks. And that's something I haven't done in this fight. Like I just fought, I took like 2 days, saw everybody, got settled. Now we're going back to, I'm here. I was sparring yesterday because there's other teammates that are also fighting. So we have 2 more girls. Randy is also fighting. So I like to stay around because she helps me a lot.
For sure, yeah, she's dope.
So that, it goes hand in hand with even when you're off of fight camp and you're on, and consistency, I would say. That's how I change my mentality. Like the more you spend, like you know the saying, you are like the 5 people you keep around.
For sure, yeah.
So like most of the people I'm keeping around you, high level athlete at jiu-jitsu. You're in the grind, you live the grind every fucking day. Ricky, Markovsky, like those are the people I spend, my other coach in a boxing gym. And everybody that's around me now, it has to do everything with the sport. So I think the mind can't help but change, like by itself, to like, and now it's just being more mindful, being more present in the moment too. Just like when I'm come to Made Strength, that little thing, I was just jumping the hurdles, and you told me chill, like just jump and make sure you land it. And it's like
have an intention.
Consistency, intention. Focus, it's just the virtues. aligning everything
sure.
to you know, be about the lifestyle. I had way too much going on back then. Now,
yeah, for sure.
It's, again, athlete mindset, just being more focused, being around people like you, Ricky, Sag, people that are doing it at a high level. Now, you guys are like pulling me to this mindset. I didn't have it. I was around a lot of weak-minded people from the streets.
For sure.
And things like that, partying, doing all types of dumb stuff. That's a whole different, now to athletes, like, it's a difference.
Yeah.
So...
But,
I think it's gonna happen on its own.
For sure. Yeah, but just like in here, like if you want to get a better bench press, you're not gonna get stronger by doing all these other movements. You're gonna have to bench press. How are you gonna stay sharper mentally? Like, yeah, the people you hang around, but like, for example, like stuff we talked about, like understanding how your mind works, like what do you think? Like meditating, like journal, like just some little things.
Journal actually attracts my mind a lot because I like, it would be nice to journal, meditating too, but also like logging it.
For sure.
Like how did I feel before? Like maybe this kind of will count as something like that. Whereas like you can see if when I look at this, like I'm a very all over the place person.
For sure.
Like my thoughts jump around. And
listen to me talk for 10.
But yeah, just directing things more than doing the journaling.
Yeah. But I think what's cool about journaling, and even for me, like sometimes, like I think writing in journaling is better, but sometimes just like writing it out, like just by text on my phone, like I don't know,
you
like
send it to yourself?
I just have a note on my phone. Like I have a whole like therapy section, and I just like journal stuff on like certain topics. But like, I don't know. Like I feel like, because what I want to say is just like all these things that you're getting hung up on. I just want you to be able to like take a step back and be like, I'm hanging myself up on these things.
Yes.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then the next time it happens, it's not like this always happens. It's like, wait. I just, and it's easier said than done, right? Like me and Quentin talk about it all the time, like just like getting in, because what you're saying is like doing the grind, doing all these things, but then if you don't address your heart and your brain, then all of a sudden you're exhausted and anxious, depressed, sad, broke. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then it doesn't. Then it's like you can have all this success in your world, but you are your worst enemy. You know what I'm saying? Your own worst enemy. So it's just like.
Everything's definitely in my life more aligned for this now. Like everything I do outside, which that's a good one because a lot of the outside stuff, like being broke or like not spending too much time like outside of the gym or things like that, like those are things that everything I'm doing outside of the gym is just so I could be more in the gym. I could be more clear-minded for the gym.
For sure.
So when I wake up, just aligning my life and my day-to-day basis routines, like just cleaning all of that up just for fighting. Because I've been doing a lot of changes in my personal life that are happening right now that are based on like another lifestyle.
For sure.
And it's been a hard transition, but I've been changing everything just so it can accommodate to fighting. So like fighting could be priority in every aspect. So that's one way for my mind to change too, because I'm not stepping into the same routines as I did before. Now everything's more accommodating fighting. So like gym time comes first, work, because it obviously provides for me to pay for my gyms. But outside of work, it's just go home to get ready to go to the gym, to go to another gym, to rest, to eat, to just go to the gym again tomorrow and work. So I would say that would be the only thing with the mindset, just fixing the dumb little stuff that will make things harder in the gym, because a lot of the outside life would affect your gym life. For sure. And I think that's the main thing that I would say with my mind. Like I've done since I was a kid. Like if you don't have somebody to drive you and to like make you, it's like a kid racing a kid. Pretty much that was happening to me. Like in the most important years of my life where I needed a grown up, I didn't have a grown up to teach me this like life lessons that will help you be a responsible young adult to an adult. And now I have to like teach all of that myself, so I'm a little bit behind. But for fighting, like I'm trying so hard to like overcome all of those things, stop blaming people, like stop blaming whoever raised me or whatever. It's just kind of like life happens. I got today, let's do it. fuck
yeah.
it.
Yeah, what do we have to learn
Yeah.
from those things that we didn't learn? Like, all right, cool. Like, let's not get overwhelmed. Let's like take it one step at a
Yes.
time and learn those things.
Which also that makes you stronger too.
Yeah,
That's
for
what,
sure.
this is how I work most of the time. This is how I bring myself back. Like it's all of these things where it's like I feel like so powerless, or like I don't have enough knowledge on this because I'm a high school dropout. I didn't take enough advantage of school. Like that's sad stories, oh whatever. But like I've learned so much more than some people that have actually graduated school. I'm not saying dropping out is the answer, guys. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is that my mind just I'm also very like when I remember who Jani is, like I'm very powerful when I talk to myself and being mindful within myself. It's like okay, you did all of that, but you're doing so much better. Like my intentions in the world and being present since I turned 25 and I'm 27 now. Like the way my brain works is more driven. So it's like fuck it, I didn't take advantage of my young life like I got now, and I can do so much. And in 2 years of me just changing my mind, I've done so much more than I have in my younger part of life. So it's just the intention you put behind what you want. And I want to be, I really mean it, like I want to be at the highest level pro. I want to be a champion, or like I want to be at the highest level. So
scrap it.
So I'm changing everything to do that, and in 2 years of putting intent and consistency and hard work, I'm seeing the results. They're like right in my face.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I'm where I'm supposed to be with what I'm doing. So. And I trust my mentors around me too. So.
Yeah, no, it's been cool just for us just watching you. You know, it's been cool to watch you like go out there and work, and you know, like to be honest, like until couple weeks ago, I didn't know that all this background stuff was going on with you, you know. But I mean, there's always stuff going on with other people, but like to the extent that you told me, like I didn't know it was like that much stuff that you had to overcome, you know. But it's great because like it's exactly what you just said. Like we're here in the now, and you have what you have, and guess what? We have a lot of opportunities, you know. And like just like me running after, like, you know, I have a fight tomorrow, I have a fight in 2 weeks. Like you see like all this, like there's opportunities, we're gonna run it down, you know. So I'm really excited to see these next steps for you and what you're gonna do and stuff like that. Just because like I don't even need to be like a part of it. I'm just saying, like if you get on like Dana White Contender Series,
dude,
I want to pull up. I'm like in the corner, like you need water. Like, it's Vida, you know. Like,
Hondo. Yeah, I'm down, dude. I want one thing. That's another thing that I'm realizing now.
I just want the like, T-shirt, you know what I'm saying? Dana White Contender Series.
You'll be there. I want a solid team. And that's for sure. All I've ever wanted is like loyalty and respect and things like that, and it's like I'm big on that. So like one thing about me is the people I keep around from now on. Like I want to build a solid team. We're all from the same home gym. So like Zach Makovsky, Ricky, Nuno, you. I like Sid a lot. Who else? Like Dylan helps me when it comes to wrestling. Grace, I don't see as much yet, but I need to be more on jiu-jitsu classes. I don't pull up enough. Like being and building a team with you guys, I feel like that's the A team. Like like that's a squad. So that's what I want to do more now. Just base my team off of very strong. Just when I know that I need jiu-jitsu, I just gotta pull up to one of your like jiu-jitsu nights and over at Tempe. Like I know that Makovsky knows what the heck is going on, and when it comes to MMA, putting it all together, he knows how to do it so well. And
if your body is not doing good, like training here with Craig, right? Like with your shoulder, like your shoulder was at like what 30%, like.
It just helps. Dude, this was destroyed. I couldn't do anything after my Brooke Fahey fight. I messed it up and I couldn't jab or anything. Completely messed up. Like, and then I work at a warehouse where I'm driving a forklift, and I didn't see how I was literally caved in like this. Ricky was like, "I'm taking you to Craig. He's the mastermind. He knows what's going on. He's just gonna fix you." And I didn't have no hope. Honestly, I didn't know Craig. I didn't know Craig. So
that's crazy.
Like it's hard for me to trust because sometimes I just like it's probably not gonna. I don't know. Let's see. He brought me here, And
right off the bat, Craig.
Dude,
so
just
cool.
like that, like out of like the second, third week, I already
No,
started
but like, what was
feeling
your
the
like
open.
soon as you came in here, like, how did Craig make you feel? Like,
He's amazing. Like it's
he's got a
just
big smile across his face.
I'm usually
doing
very
a million
serious.
things.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? But
Oh,
like,
but he gave me like full attention when I
for
came
sure,
in. Though.
for sure.
So like he's taking care of
No,
everybody.
for sure. But he's
But at the
he's
same
in
time,
presence, so
yeah,
present.
like
It's
how
crazy,
do you do
right?
that? I don't know.
He runs to the
But
school. He runs all the
yes.
strength programs. Comes back. He's like, "Oh, are you good? You need a
Yeah.
spot?" Like,
And he's so like he's cool.
So
like,
cool,
It's
yeah.
hard for me to like get onto somebody and like
right,
talk to
like
them.
open up. You said,
Yes,
yeah.
but he just knows how to does that.
He's
It's same
so
thing
cool,
with
yeah.
Ricky. Like
Yeah.
same thing with you. Like
Mhm.
I am very like I wouldn't say I'm introverted, but like it's hard to get me out of my shell because I went through so much shit
Mhm.
that like you guys have personalities that just I'm just like okay, like you bring me out. I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah.
trying. It's like you guys just draw me out, and like Craig is like that.
Yeah.
And then when it comes to the training part and stuff, like
Yeah.
he really knows what he's doing. Like it didn't take long for me to realize that my shoulder was coming back and my posture. Like I used to always just be like really weird. Now like I'm more mindful. Now like I open up more. Like the things he have me do are specifically for me to like start opening up. Like he treats everybody differently.
For sure.
And he knew how to fix me up.
Yeah.
So now I feel great before my fight. He had me here like 2 days before and he had me do some stretches and I just felt like alive.
Yeah,
like I was ready,
wow.
like I was there. So
good.
I trust him a lot and
Yeah.
he's somebody I definitely want
And
on my team.
everybody here too, right? Like Sam,
Yeah,
all the
Sam, yeah.
trainers, like.
Because if it's not Craig, it's Sam. Actually,
what I'm
that's
saying.
true. I
Yeah.
if I'm not working with Craig, it's
Yeah.
Sam, and it's usually 50-50.
Mhm.
It's like I'm day with
Sam
Sam.
loves
and-
working with you. So
Yeah,
much.
I love
It's
Sam
so
too.
funny because like you're so small, he's so big.
I
like,
know. He's always just playing air guitar. I love
some
it.
death metal, you know.
Yeah.
Like, but
He's the man.
yeah, it's good.
Everybody in here, just the vibe here in
yeah,
general is
for
pretty
sure.
cool.
Super
so
cool.
I love it.
Yeah. So August, I know it's like number one is like you care about your body, but would you think about doing like any grappling competitions or anything like that, or?
If I start training with you guys more, for sure,
Yeah,
I will
yeah.
be like I start feeling the confidence, and
Yeah.
I'm just like.
I think you should. I don't think you should do grappling tournaments. I think you should just, like you just said, you're gonna train 3 days a week here. I think minimum you need to be training 3 days a week
So
jiu-jitsu.
why are you saying that? You want me to compete in a grappling match?
No. You want to get better at leg locks. Like
Yeah.
let's train like.
No, for sure.
No,
we're gonna
not
train.
not just with me. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, and I'm not saying like you need to go to a grappling competition to get better, but it's just like the focus you just said. You know,
Yeah.
like, and I want to make it very clear because I don't want you to go do a grappling competition, be in the leg lock, and be like, I can get out of this, boom, and then
Yeah,
your
yeah.
knees.
I
You know,
know.
so like. I don't think you need a grappling competition, but what I'm saying is just like a fight. Like you're like, all right, I'm competing in grappling in June. Like, how much am I gonna like? Just it makes you focus. You know what I'm saying? So like, I just
I'm in the gym every day, so
Yeah.
if it's not at like 10 p.m. in boxing, and
Mhm.
I do like love boxing a lot because
Mhm.
also my other brother
For
does
sure.
boxing and we're together a lot, so
Yeah.
we do a lot of boxing.
I
but-
think you should do Monday, Wednesday, and then another day during the week
Yeah.
at 10 Planet. Like, so Wednesday is important because it's like Zach's class
But
at
I would
6.
switch
Yeah.
if like I'm more
Yeah.
towards like
No, let's connect on the schedule because like I think even and like I've told you before, like let's pick a day that just like you and me come in and train like an hour before class and just
Yeah.
like just work on the stuff that you need to work on, you know,
We can
like
do that.
because like for me that's when like I really develop like obviously like us training isn't gonna be too much of me training. Like because like it's gonna be me teaching you stuff, but like for example, where I've developed the most is like these classes like that, like or just like little sessions that I do with people like before or like some like for 2 hours on our own because like it's me giving you technique and it helps me sharpen my mind.
Yeah.
But like for example, I'll train with Jordan, I'll train with Santi, and I'll train with Davey, and I'll train like my wrestling, and then I'll sharpen up my jiu-jitsu, you know. So like just in the terms of like reps.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I just think it'd be cool to like just get like because that's the thing. Like I mean, look at my jiu-jitsu right now. People almost don't want to be on top of me.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the last match I had, the guy didn't want to be on top of me at all.
Because of your buggy choke, right? They're scared.
Because of
Right,
one
yeah.
move, you know what I'm saying? Like that's crazy. So
Yeah.
like we could get you a buggy choke, we could get you rubber guard, we could get you guard retention, we could get you leg locks to feel dangerous on bottom.
Yeah.
And like say for the next like say it's about to be April, May, June, you just work like maybe there's 3 days a week you're doing jiu-jitsu, but three months 2 days a week, you're on bottom.
Yeah.
You're
Dude,
on bottom.
grappling
You're on bottom, and you have two intentions. You either have the intention of I'm standing up and I'm getting out, or I'm just chilling and just attacking, getting tapped. Oh, okay. Like, because you need to get tapped to realize it's not that dangerous. You know, you need to get held down to realize how you can get out. You know what I'm saying? And like that's the kind of skill development and curiosity you have to add now. So then you get in a fight and like, dude, Renee's been holding me down for months. Yeah. I'm not gonna freaking, you're not gonna hold me down. I'm standing up. I'm out of here. You know, or like you're on bottom, like, dude, I got this buggy choke for you. You know what I'm saying? Come through. You know. Yeah. So I just want to push you like that. Because I think it's an important skill.
I appreciate it so much that you care. And I know you always have. Every time I come through, you and Sid, oh, you guys, you got to come to jiu-jitsu more. You got to come to jiu-jitsu more. I have to. This is it. Like, if I want my striking to be even better, like, I feel like a lot of girls aren't going to try to take me down. That's usually where it tries to end up.
We got the answers. Yes. We have the answers, you know. And Zach has some of the best jiu-jitsu and wrestling for MMA I've ever seen. You know what I'm saying? He is unreal. Like, watching his fights, but just like, I think fights are really cool because it proves what you know. But man, what Zach teaches when he's like teaching his jiu-jitsu classes,
he does it.
He's such a good teacher. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. He does it. But the amount of knowledge that guy has, like, I'm just sitting there like it'll be like me, him, 6 blue belts, 1 purple belt, and like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, but it's perfect because then I get to work on all those things that he's teaching. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, for ADCC, a really important thing is to not get held down. So like, if somebody holds me down to my butt on the ground, then I give up 2 points. But if they take me down and I turn around and I turtle, just like in wrestling, you can't put your back on the ground, right? So when somebody takes you down, you turtle, you know what I'm saying? And you try to stand up. So it's the same thing in ADCC. When somebody takes you down, you have to turtle, and then after 2 seconds, you can Granby and get back to your guard, or you can stand up.
And then you get no points scored on you.
And then no points scored on you. So it's a way. I mean, obviously, the long-term goal is just have good takedowns and have good takedown defense. But if you need to, so like one thing I want to work with Zach in the next couple months is getting my front headlock defense even better, and then also just getting out of bottom and stuff like that. Because that stuff, like, he's like.
I know.
So good.
It's the simplest things, but so technical. Like, I love the star.
Yeah. It's the best. Yeah. It's the best defense. But yeah, he's so cool, you know. And you know, like, one thing, jumping into the striking world a little bit, like, me and Ricky did like maybe like 2 or 3 sessions together, like me boxing and then me helping him with his jits.
How do you like it?
I loved it. I loved it so much. Like, I would love to do it like 3 days a week, you know.
I would love to see you in it.
Yeah. Like, so like maybe when we train for you, we'll warm up with just like some footwork and just hand fight. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Too easy. Like you said, like we're here about it. Like let's get after it, you know.
And I love having fun. Like, to
same.
me, a good
you have to have fun.
Better.
You have to have fun. Yeah. No, me and Ricky had a lot of fun because he was just so hyped when he saw the stuff I was doing. He was like, what? This is so cool, you know?
Because you and Ricky got like the same energy. You guys are always just like happy and like you guys want to make everything a good time.
For sure.
That's what's up.
For sure. We're just hanging out, you know. I mean, like, why not enjoy it, you know? Like, you have to take it seriously, and I think you have to train with intention. I think you have that. I think you already have that. Like, all right, I'm going to training or I'm going to sparring. Beast mode, turn it on. Yeah. But you have to have those days where like right now, I really think if you go hard from now until June, you're gonna be pissed by the time camp comes up. So you have to enjoy it. You have to have fun. You have to like.
That's what I'm looking forward to now.
Exactly. So like, for example, you know, like, let me have my fight tomorrow, and then like let's schedule like 1 or 2 days next week that like we're going hard. You know, like in just drilling and just flowing and just having some things. But like, what's so cool, at least to me, about jiu-jitsu, like, don't get me wrong, I love what you did this last weekend. So sick, you know. But it's even something I talk to a lot of the guys here about, because we talk about just like self-defense and stuff like that. And I'm just like, what's so cool about jiu-jitsu is as soon as I grab a hold of you, I know what I'm doing. Do you know what I'm saying? And like, don't get me wrong, there's definitely things that you can practice with striking and defense and all that stuff. But if I close a distance with you and you control them, what's going on? Nothing. Do you know what I'm saying? So like, for me, it would almost make me so much happier to watch you just body lock this girl, or the girl body lock you, and you get on your back and be like,
Well, then you're gonna
You know
help
what I'm
a lot
saying?
because I'm all the way around.
That's
I
what I'm
don't feel
saying.
comfortable
That's
doing
crazy.
that. I
That's-
cannot. Well, there's times where I do get a hold and I feel good there, but again, the shoulder situation, I'm scared of shooting on people. You know how you want to shoot, but you don't want to do this.
Yeah.
Well, now that Craig has helped my shoulder, I'm able to go like this.
But we could work on some upper
not
body
full
stuff.
strength.
There's a bunch of different answers to taking somebody down. There's counter like for example, if you know girls are gonna take you down, like we can work on counter wrestling.
Yeah.
And then like what I think we should work on first to make you so comfortable is side control, mount, like get out of these positions that are. What's the worst case scenario? Okay, cool. Like the girl's on my back. Anybody could be on my back. I'm comfortable.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter who it is. You know what I'm saying? Like in this last match, the guy took my back, and if I would have been mentally weak and been like, "Oh, it's over," he would have tapped me out.
Yeah.
He took my back. I was like, "Sup, dog? What's up? We're just chilling. I've been here before, you know? Like 3 days before Thor and JT Tours were on my back, like just trying to crossface me, and I was like, "No, stop. You know what I'm saying? So like, let's build that confidence for you. So like, you're like, all right, worst case scenario, I know where I'm going, and then the next level is like, all right, they take me down, or I get the takedown. What are my options? You know? So just developing a game plan, and you don't need to have 17 moves. You need to have a triangle off your back. You need to have an arm bar. You need to have 1 or 2 sweeps, you know what I'm saying? And then on top, you just need to be aware of the up kicks. You need to be controlling the hips. You need to be passing, you know, and like, and yeah, we can throw leg locks in the mix just to scare people, because people, if I could teach you a leg lock by the end of the podcast right now, that like you jump on any girl and like she's not gonna know how to defend it. Like no way, you know what I'm saying? 0% chance they're gonna know how to defend it. You just snap it, and that's what I'm just saying. I think like I think standing and banging, sick highlight reels. That's what's gonna get you on like Dana White Contender Series or something big, or you know maybe even like you sign a contract with like CFFC, or I don't know. You know you align with the right management team that gets you to the right spot. But then
I like that part that you said, like just making the highlight reels and stuff like that, because I love fighting and everything, but not for nothing, you would know that people like seeing things that attracts them and making it entertaining.
But what I want to say is that the highlight reels are cool, but what's also a highlight reel is just grabbing a girl and just throwing her down. Like what I'm saying is like what I'm saying, it total control. Like and that's what I'm saying. I'm saying like the highlight reels are cool, but to me what's cool, what's safer almost is just grab a hold of them. Like look at like Bo Nickel. Like look at his recent fights. He doesn't have one scratch on this guy's face because he grabs the people, throws them down, and then just chokes them out. So like all I'm saying is like you don't have, maybe you got hit, maybe you got a hair knocked off your head this past weekend, but not much, right? But like all I'm saying is like it's I think it would be better to build momentum. Like all right, I can stand and bang. Person's worried about striking. Boom. And that's a cool part about I love about MMA. You don't need to just shoot and take them down. Boom, you put them against the wall. You know what I'm saying? So like wall work and stuff like that. But then as soon as you get down on the ground, like just having that feeling of like, oh, I'm in control, you know?
Again, it's just making the mind go there.
Yeah.
Like if we're gonna work together, it's gonna adapt to that thinking.
For sure.
Smash.
Well, why I'm pushing that so hard? I didn't make that up. I'm not like, yo, Renee said this and this dope. Look back at UFC 1. Look at all of the growth that you know, jiu-jitsu, Gracie Jiu-Jitsu is what made the UFC. And the UFC, you know what I'm saying, like was started to showcase that Jiu-Jitsu is the best art of them all. You know, and a bunch of people will be like, oh yeah, but what, you gonna go in an MMA fight? No, like I'm just saying that if Jiu-Jitsu is I think if it's your second sharpest sword, how are people gonna scare you? You know what I'm saying? Like what you just said. Oh, let's stand and bang. Let's go. You got that. They shoot for the takedown. I want to change your mindset to, please take me down. Please take me down, and I'm gonna get a dope submission bonus. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you're gonna ground and pound me? No, you're not. I got my guard retention. I know how to use my legs. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you're up here. Oh, I'm going for your leg. You know? Oh, and I'm being defensive.
I have a lot of respect for grappling.
For sure.
I just love striking, but I understand how much more dangerous grappling is.
That's what I'm trying to say in terms of like when you're on your feet, there's a probability I can still hit you. Even if you're on. You know, like for example, like what you were talking about, mindset. Imagine your mind is 1 second too slow. You're thinking about those things that you shouldn't be thinking about. You're having that, like, because sometimes that's happened to me. You know what I'm saying? That's happened to me where I'm like into a 5 or 6 minute fight. 3 minutes in, I just wake up.
Yeah.
In the fight, and I'm like, oh, like now we gotta go, you know, like it's the scariest thing.
Yeah.
And I've really worked myself so hard. So that's why I was really grilling you before on like, what are you gonna do to get your mindset better? Because I've been there where like, and then you step on the mat, and you're like. And then you're dope because you're already trained hard, so like your defense is good, but that's not your best version of yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like what I'm pushing you towards is like recently I've gotten myself to like a zone where like I get so focused, I get so relaxed that like I step on the mat, I can't hear anything, I can't say anything. It's me and this person, and we're like in a white room. I don't see anything else. It's just us.
Yeah.
And I'm so locked in, you know? So
you're more offensive now.
What's up?
You're more offensive.
Just flow state. Like you're just in that flow. You're not in that because that fear is that's what that is. You know what I'm saying? And then what I'm saying is 1 second of that, even if you're good on this, even if you're good on your feet, boom, you get bopped one time, now things are different, you know? So I'm just I'm suggesting like to just push that grappling a little bit more, so it's like dope, that's my second sword. You get close, boom, dagger, right in the frickin', you know?
No, I'm with you.
Yeah,
I've seen me be a better grappler at times than what I am right now.
Yeah.
My style is very offensive. Even Sag, when Sag tells me, do you want to wrestle today? Because Sag adapts to you and gives you the tools for you to be strong there. And I know a lot of the grappling because there's a lot of good grapplers there. But my mindset is towards just defending grappling. So like defensive grappling.
Yeah.
So now I have to switch it to be more offensive, and when I do switch,
we can be defensive. We can be defensive in the form of like keeping you away and then looking for your opportunities. You know, so it's like a push and pull.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah, looking for like the submissions when they open up as
Yeah.
But I don't know too many. I don't have too much in my arsenal for grappling. For submissions. Yeah.
I'm about to drop an instructional samurai submissions on Ocean. Athletes Ocean. It's gonna be sick.
Oh, so you're really dropping one?
Yeah. So I have a couple. I have like some on BJJ Fanatics about buggy chokes. This one that I'm about to drop, it's like Athletes Ocean is like this online like thing that they just like they do like membership subscriptions and stuff like that. So like I just put out different content on there. But I just went out to State College to train with like Bo Nickel and Jason Nolf, and then it's like their company kind of. So I went out and I just like kind of. Filmed an instructional with them, filmed some content.
Bo Nickel's sick.
Yeah,
like
super nice.
Yeah, he's strong in the grappling. See, I want to have that Bo Nickel, strong. That like Jordan Burroughs. I know that those are high expectations, but the way they think it's so like crazy to me.
Yeah. Well, listen. Next time I go out, I'll like hit them up and I'll be like, "Yo, do you know who RBY is?" Nope. Two-time national champ, like really good guy. But like I'll ask if you can come, and then it'd be sick for you to just like work with them a little bit. Because guess what? All of them want what I have in terms of if they are that good of wrestlers and have submissions. They're gonna be so insanely good. Dope. But at the same time, I'm sure they would like just love not to maybe spar with you, but just to work with you a little bit on like the striking and stuff like that.
There's no girls around.
I don't think there's any girls. Yeah. I mean, I only been there one time. It was like my first time this last week.
Bo Nickel's from here, right? I keep forgetting.
No, I think he's from Tech. He wrestled at Penn State, and that's where he lives now. But
I see.
He's freaking killing it.
Yeah,
so he's traveling and doing it dope.
Sweet.
But awesome, thanks for sitting down today, and it was nice to just share some time, and it was just cool the other day to like. It's just cool like when somebody like. I'm not this perfect person that's just like always high and always, or not high, but always like.
I'm always high. I am almost always high.
But I mean like always like on this high, you know. So like it really made me feel good when you asked me to like, for you to like lean on me in that way, because it made me just kind of like. I don't know, made me just like appreciate like the people I have around me, and just like made me really happy to like, cause it's crazy. Like, I feel like we as like professional athletes need to be so tunnel vision that you forget about everyone else, you know? And the fact that like, I'm so focused on my dreams and my goals that just like on the side, I kind of helped you without even really trying to help you. You know what I'm saying? And then you ask me for help. I'm like, no, man, I need to like, full focus, you know. So I was super happy.
You have a natural nurturing feel to you. Like you're very I don't know, you pour out a lot without even trying. That's just who you are. That's how, at least that's the energy I got from you.
Yeah, for sure.
So I appreciate it.
Yeah.
So it makes me feel safe to just be like, okay, like, let me know a few things. I
Yeah,
don't ask
for sure.
of too many people things, but
Yeah.
like my teachers and the people around, like I said, I've known you since I got to the gym, always been good around you, so I felt safe to ask for help.
Yeah,
so.
for sure. But that was dope,
Pretty
and then
nice.
and then to go watch you do your thing, you know, that was so sick. Like, and like you know, like I saw you come out and you look chill, but I was just like Espira, you know, and like I knew you were gonna hear it, you know, so it was just cool.
I heard it too.
Yeah.
Yes, I did. It made me smile in here. Like in there, it's just like let's go.
Yeah, tunnel vision, you know. But then I'm gonna fight tomorrow. We'll check back.
Can't wait
and
for you. Good luck.
Yeah, next level. We'll see. Thank you so much.